Hey, welcome to GeekStorm. I am Shawn Hilton with the lovely vision next to me, April Thatcher.
Hi.
April, how's your week been? What's going on?
It's been pretty great.
Did you and the kids get up to anything crazy in Kokomo those last couple of days?
We went to the Taiku Japanese Steakhouse.
Ooh.
There's
Sayonara to the sushi.
goodbye to the sushi.
Yeah, well, you ate it, right?
Well, I didn't have sushi. We did the whole grill fire.
Yeah,
thing.
they do like the performance and the
Yeah.
show and all that. Did the kids go with you?
Yeah.
So they had a good time? Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
flipping and
They're still talking
fish
about
flying all over the place and they're drinking
Yes.
sake
They did
and
like
getting
juggling
hammered.
eggs. Yeah, oh yeah, they squirt sake from across.
That's
the,
great for a 12-year-old. Now we know how you got started.
Yep, when I was 12. It's a sad story.
It's working out for you. It's okay. So, is there anything new and exciting going on in Kokomo this next couple of days that people should know about?
Yeah, the Rum Fest is going on.
You go from sake to rum. I love it. Keep it down.
That's how we
April,
roll here at
she's never without.
Something. Anyway, Rumfest. A whole bunch of local musicians are going to be playing right here in Foster Park from 5 o'clock on Saturday until I think 11.
Okay.
Should be a good time.
Put on by Mr. Rum, the big
Right,
teacher, proponent of music here in Kokomo.
right there across from Foster Park.
Sweet.
So, yeah, it looks cool. And Happy Geek Week.
Geek
If you
week?
didn't know already.
I'm a geek. I didn't know I got my own week.
Yeah, according
Sweet.
YouTube is sorry, I have a squeaky belt back there. YouTube has declared this week, and I have it in my notes
Do
somewhere.
you? Oh, well,
Yeah,
take a minute.
I do.
For Mike Harrison notes. Here they come.
He's schooling me.
This just
Sort of.
in. It's like Mike's not with us, but he still is in the form of
Yeah,
notes.
that's better that way.
Oh, so this is a well written.
Okay.
What do we got in
Yeah.
Geek Week?
So August 4th through 10th, which means today is the very last day.
A little late
So
to the
it
picnic
was,
on this one.
yeah,
huh?
it is.
All right.
It's okay. It was Blockbuster Sunday, Global Geekery Monday, Brainiac Tuesday, Super Wednesday, Gaming Thursday, and today is Fan Friday. So if you
Fan
have a chance-
Friday!
Yeah, and like every day is sponsored by a different YouTube channel, and I just thought it was cool.
That's
ode
awesome.
to geeks. So
I love it.
that's that.
Next week we will not be
Oh, yes.
we will not be taping a new episode of GeekStorm next week because we will be geeking out, me and the guys behind the camera and the producers and Anthony, the cameraman, who's got a little thing for me. But Anthony, I'm taking, buddy. I'm sorry. But we're gonna be at Gen Con, getting our Geek On down in Indianapolis at the world's largest gaming convention. So whereas we won't be here, I'm sure that the producers will cut some montage of something together of them having D&D parties and eating, I don't know, sushi beholder eyes or something crazy like that. But it'll be a good time for everybody. So lots and lots of fun. But this week in the wonderful world of celluloid film across the silver screen, you went to a movie all by your little lonesome because I blew you off.
Breaking my heart.
Oh, we never
It's the
break
second
your
week in a row that I've gone to a movie by myself. It's a new adventure in my life. Okay.
We're just gonna keep sending you, and it's funny because we keep sending you to the wrong movie too, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
She keeps going up to very strange theaters with shady stuff and like 3 letters said XXX and stuff, and she's like, why am I here? I don't understand why.
What's going on in this movie? I don't know what they're doing.
Why does everything say a porn parody? I don't understand why they keep sending me to these strange movies.
Oh my goodness.
But not this time. This time, I believe you saw Percy Jackson,
Yes.
The Sea of Monsters.
Yeah, I was the oldest person in the theater. And I was a weird creeper lady.
Weird creeper lady?
Yeah. From now on, I'm going to wear a shirt that says, I'm not a creeper, I'm reviewing this movie.
That'll just set a trend with all the other creepers, though. They will
Oh.
all just buy the same T-shirt.
Well, I'll just say,
And on the back
I'm
of
not a
some, it'll say,
cougar.
would you like some candy with that little kid or something?
No.
So, I'm not a cougar.
I do drive a bus sometimes.
Did you go to IUK?
No?
Okay, then you're not a cougar.
Oh, yeah. That is terrible.
Was it terrible?
Nobody knew that they were.
I'm
calling
sure that
themselves
they
the
actually
cougars.
did know, because if you
Okay.
go to IUK, you'll know that it's a lot of returning students who happen to be nursing students who happen to be cougars. So
So,
I noticed that Anthony, dude, seriously, I know I don't wear the ring, but I am happily married. Okay, he's a cougar.
he is.
Oh yeah. Except he's coming after the bear. It's a little strange. I'm not really sure. It's like big game hunting
my
or something
goodness.
over there.
Okay, so we saw a movie this week.
We did. We saw
did.
Percy Jackson, The
Yeah.
Sea of Monsters.
We did.
Why don't you tell them who wrote it? Because you got it in your notes, and I saw it. I don't, even though I looked it up, I don't
Thor
want to be accused.
Freudenthal is the director.
Who?
Thor.
No, when you- no,
Freudenthal.
when
He
you
didn't
s-
write it.
All right, now
Oh,
when-
the guy
he's
that wrote the
director.
book.
No, but when you say that, I mean, the director's name is Thor. Thor wrote a movie about demigods. I mean,
Let-
come on, you got to
Wait a minute.
Thor.
But his last name is Freudenthal or whatever.
Well, you know,
so it's kind of
so he thinks inappropriate thoughts about his mother, but he's still Thor,
Yeah.
writing or directing a movie about kids who are gods. That's
right. Well,
That's
yeah,
funny.
It's cool. It's
All
funny.
right, I
But he
can't-
also did Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which is I liked that.
I looked at his little career stat thing on IMDb, and it appears that this guy is the go-to guy right now for your live-action kiddie movies, especially if they're adaptations of some other work on a book or something. So
And he's not just a director, like
he's a writer.
and he
Producer.
like he's capable of doing storyboards and all of that stuff. So he's kind of
Thor's
an interesting
multi-talented.
guy. Yeah, and he really is German. That's his name. Why his name's weird. Or,
Yeah, but I believe
unusual.
that I don't think Thor's a German name. I think that's like.
Well, but he is German.
I'm not saying
I
that
read about it on
I'm not saying the Germans
Wikipedia.
can't name their kids Thor. I'm just saying I don't think that's like an Icelandic kind of name from Iceland.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You guess. Well, I mean, Mike's not here to correct us, so whatever. We can just say it is.
Sure.
Hey, who? What else you got on it?
Um.
Give us the stats. Break it
Okay.
down. This
Okay,
just
so
in.
it's the sequel to Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the
Olympians.
Lightning
Thief.
Yeah.
Who was Luke? Just spoiling it for you right now if you haven't seen the first one. Did you see the first one?
No, I didn't.
Luke is the one that actually stole it.
But
He's in the
you know,
sequel.
like several children that
Spoiler.
I know have like tried to update me on all of the books in the movie.
I read them all. I could have told you. They
Okay.
said to me. But okay.
Well, sorry.
It's okay.
I'll ask you next time.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So yeah.
Notes.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Just
I-
go over notes.
Let me just stare at my notes for a while. I'll do a little dance. Okay, so some of the reviews said that it was pretty true to the book, with the
Some of the reviews, I
exception-
don't care about their reviews. I only care about your
Well,
review.
Because I didn't read the book.
Oh, okay.
With
Well, you don't
the
read-
exception of, like, they swapped some hair colors on the main female characters.
Oh.
The story is about this Percy Jackson, who's the son of Poseidon.
Son of
Half-breed.
Poseidon.
He's a half-breed. So he is,
Did you just call him a half-breed?
that's what they called him in the movie.
Wow. Well, that's
Right?
a very derogatory comment. I just wanted to point out that
He's
any
half
letters about
gods,
anything
half
like that are
human.
sent to April Thatcher. I don't feel that
Oh,
way.
yeah, you guys should write comments down here below the movie.
That would
like,
require
that'd be
somebody to
cool.
watch us.
Yeah, that'd make me feel like,
You're not wasting your time?
yeah.
Make these guys who are, City of Kokomo guys filming it would probably not waste their time too.
Yeah.
Either way, so yes.
Okay, so
So the truth
they're,
is
they're in
they're
the search for the Golden Fleece.
Golden Fleece because they all go to a place called Camp Half-Blood where all these half-bloods go to learn
half-blood.
half-blood, not half-breed, but again, April Thatcher, not me. So they go there. It's like a little sanctuary. They learn. They get their
Nothing.
skills honed. They train. They do all the stuff that their little ilk are supposed to be doing. But the camp itself is attacked by the outside evil forces. We find out in a little story that it's protected by a giant tree and a protective barrier.
Right,
And
which
that
is
a
their
child had
friend.
died. One of
Yeah.
their saving them all. So Zeus had formed up this protective barrier, but it's been poisoned, and so they are now off to find a giant quest. The quest is a very big deal to these kids. They're all about the quest. And so they're off to find the golden fleece to put it on the tree to save the tree.
Right.
That is really the whole story. Is that this is a movie about kids who are half gods, a poison tree, and a quest to find the golden fleece to save a tree. I would have thought a trip to Menards or Lowe's to get some Miracle Grow might have saved all these kids a lot of trouble.
I thought they said
but
something about Miracle Grow. They did.
Probably.
They mentioned it.
So, all right.
So,
Giant quest then, and some kids and whatnot.
there was a couple of ties in from characters from the Hunger Games.
There is?
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Clarice, the kind of
Clarice.
darker,
She is the daughter of Ares, the god of war, very
Right.
aggressive and
Levin
Fighting.
or Rambin or whatever her name is. She was also on Wizards of Waverly Place.
wouldn't know what that is.
It's like one of my favorite shows on Disney Channel.
Wow.
It's not on anymore.
Okay. Were they wizards?
Yeah.
Waverly, okay.
Yeah. So she and Stanley Tucci.
I love Stanley Tucci.
What?
He's the announcer guy on the Hunger Games. It's like all flamboyant. And he talks about their
he's
stuff.
the God of Wine character.
Yeah, he's kind of the head
every
of
time
the
he's pouring his
school,
wine, it turns into water.
because he's cursed.
They made some lovely jokes about that.
Stanley Tucci is a great actor. I mean, he really is. I'm not being facetious and silly for once. I love Stanley Tucci. Guy's got some really great acting chops, but completely wasted in this particular film. This was definitely a paycheck. And so, I mean, I'm glad he took the paycheck because I wanted him to get paid. But yeah,
He
Stanley
brought
Tucci
some humor and some adult humor.
He does. And then the other actor that was in this, I'm gonna, I've seen your notes, but I'm gonna go on with some stuff now. Logan Lemire is the actual star of the film. He's Percy Jackson. He was in one of my absolute favorite coming-of-age movies for this current generation, which I guess is probably between like 15 and 19, called The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh yeah.
It's got I don't know, a more serious feel of kind of a Breakfast Club kind of thing. So I loved him in that. He plays a D'Artagnan in the up-to-date kind of steampunk version of the Three Musketeers. He's really good in that, and he plays kind of a coming-of-age character in that as well, but in a more over-the-top action role. In this, they kind of de-age him a little bit.
Yes, this was very Disney-esque.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, he's an excellent actor. Stanley Tucci's an excellent actor. They replace Remington Steele, James Bond, Pierce Brosnan was in the first film. They replaced him with Anthony Stewart Head. And this one, he's your horse guy. I see you had some notes about the horse guy.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
this is about the hippo.
Oh, that's a different kind of horse
awesome.
thing. But yeah, so they replace him with the guy that's got even more geek cred than James Bond, which is Giles from Buffy. So that was really kind of cool. You get him in there. So yeah, overall, I mean, this is a fairly small movie because there's not a lot of people you know it, but the people they've got spiked into it are really well-known actors. They've got several people that do return. Percy's the same actor. Grover's the same actor. Artemis, or I can't remember her name actually off the top of my head, but Annabelle. Sorry, it's Annabelle. She's the same actor. Luke's the same actor. They do. I think Clarice was a new Clarice, though. I think Clarice has been changed. But overall, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun little movie.
It was fun.
It's getting mediocre reviews.
Oh yeah, it had like a 33 or 34 from Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I think what it was this was poised. This is Harry Potter for the ADHD generation. There's like 5 books in the first series, and Rick has gone on. He's written several others. He's done a sequel to this about some new characters. He's done some other kids' books, tween kind of all ages books that have done really well. But
yeah, they're appealing to kids.
It's definitely got the crossover audience. It just doesn't have the depth that Harry Potter has.
Right.
And really, I mean, even in the book, the kids have ADHD because it's part of them being half demigod. Their eyes and their bodies are trained to like read Greek or something, and so it's constantly kind of messing with them a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think they mentioned that once in this newest movie, maybe, but.
I've seen the map lines. And
Yeah, I'm now on to the other stuff. I'm really surprised this even got a sequel. It didn't do very well. The first movie didn't do well.
And
Didn't do bad, so it didn't
I
do great.
expect a third movie. It felt like there was going to be another
Well,
one.
there's
and
5
I think
books.
that-
The Percy storyline, the whole Chronos thing, which you got really into this time, it's a 5-book thing. And I think they meant to do all 5. I just think that first movie came out. It didn't bomb, but they were expecting, I don't think they were expecting Harry Potter movie money, but I think they were expecting to be in the same ballpark.
Well, and this is
And
like
it's
the only
nowhere
movie
near.
that is appealing to that audience right now that's out.
I would say
and
so,
has been out
the
for a while.
fantasy action tween crowd
Right.
right now. The other thing is we've got Elysium coming out. Right now,
wanted
I've
to
looked at
see
some
that.
predictions. They're saying it looks like Elysium's going to come out on top. Planes is going to probably come in second.
Yeah. I was sitting there going, wow, I'm watching this movie all by myself. I would have rather been watching some eye candy, but whatever.
Percy Jackson wasn't enough for you?
Yeah.
Giant Cyclops?
It was alright.
Come on, Nathan Fillion steals
It
the
was a good
show
movie,
with his little cameo.
I was
Rocking
looking
his
for some more
UPS shorts.
age-appropriate eye candy there.
All right. So I enjoyed it. Overall, I thought it was a good film. There's a lot of stuff to it. I think it's going to take a hit at the box office, not only because it's not as well known as the Potter type franchise, but I also think that we might have hit a saturation point with kiddie movies right now. Sweet Lord. You got Smurfs 2, you got Turbo still out there, you got Planes coming out, which
Right.
Cars was a huge franchise. Plus,
Well,
it's Pixar.
people have been
I believe,
waiting
so.
for planes for
Yeah, so
since Cars 2 came out, which was like
how many
4 or 5
kids
years
movies do we
ago.
need? Now, this isn't your little kid movie. There's a little crossover with your tween age
Right.
kind of group, but that's
Well,
still
that's what
that
I'm
is a
saying.
lot of family stuff in the theater all at once. I think we've got. I'd say Turbo's probably going to still be there.
But
Turbo
you're hitting
Smurfs,
the
this-
end
man.
of the summer. Everybody wants to do one last family fun thing before
Sure.
school starts.
Is
So
Percy Jackson really it compared to Planes?
it depends on what grade your children are going into. So
I don't have kids. I don't know, but.
well, like.
But I
your
mean, there's a
tweens
lot of
are-
options.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's too many options. I think Hollywood kind of. I think these guys shot themselves in the foot. I probably would have, if I were the studio, I would have looked at holding Percy Jackson off until the October pre-Christmas rush when it's really dead, going into it with more of a winter feel, and I don't know. That's what I would have done.
So overall, yay, nay.
I'm gonna give it a. You know what? It's gonna be great on Netflix. It's gonna be great on video. I don't see. It's a really good movie to see at the matinee. I wouldn't pay full price to see this particular movie, which we did. But you know what? It's also one of those situations that if you do end up seeing it, I don't think you're gonna be angry. I don't think you're gonna be like, oh my god, I
You're
wasted
not
all
gonna
that
walk
money.
out of there with a headache going, gee, I wish.
Yeah, I mean
would've held
it's a
off.
fine movie. There's nothing wrong with it. I think the Percy Jackson fans will be disappointed because they did. I mean, it's like an hour and 40 minutes. It's not a very long movie. They don't touch on the key elements of the book. They leave a lot of stuff out of the book. They change a lot of elements of the book. So there's a lot of stuff missing, but it's a longer book, and you know they got
It was interesting to see the previews, which I did look at a couple.
What'd
of
you like?
The Hobbit's coming up.
Ooh, Hobbit.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of along in the same genre.
Sure.
So
They made 3 books into 3 movies. Now they're gonna make 1 book into 3 movies. Probably the shortest of the books, but
Oh, okay. So I think
That was
that
it?
pretty
That's
much
the last
wraps up
review you
the
saw?
movie. Oh.
Something
Well, that was like my favorite.
all right.
There were a lot of TV ones, a lot of kids ones. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
2.
2.
They're going to the island of food
Yeah.
with Terry Crews. That'll be exciting. All right. Well, yeah. What was that? What were you saying before I rudely interrupted?
We're wrapping up.
Yeah, I was
We're
gonna-
moving on.
A little more interesting.
Say something more interesting.
Like what?
Like the amazing world of comics.
I'm amazed.
It's pretty amazing.
April, I'm amazed at the way you read comics all the time.
I'm starting to do that.
You are. You're getting much
Yeah.
better. So what'd you read this week? You have a cute
Well,
little pile.
yes, my pile is so cute, and I'm a little intimidated
It's
by your
adorable.
massive
Pile?
pile.
Yeah, you're not the first one. Hey, tell us about your pile.
Well, it smells like cotton candy in here now.
It does. I don't know how you get a
Bacon
restaurant that
and
smells like
cotton
cotton
candy.
candy. Cotton
Okay.
candy bacon. Now that's working for me.
Okay, so
Half Past
Half
Danger.
Past Danger.
By IDW.
Yes. Dangerous Curves Ahead. I picked this one up basically because I liked the cover.
It's a
What
great
you
cover.
see on the front is not what you get inside.
Nope.
Nope.
Nice femme fatale cover. Now she does appear in the very end of the story.
The end, but not like that. She's
No.
Um,
It's really about an Irish man
Yeah.
serving in World War II.
yes, it's World War II meets dinosaurs. It was entertaining. I can't say that it's not. It seems kind of like done before, but it was interesting. I liked it. There's like a little. This guy looks like Bruce Lee back here.
Yeah, they have a little ninja
Yeah.
dude.
And is it this one? The same guy who does the art as writes it?
Yeah. Yep. He's the. They got a second name
So-
on it. I think that is
right.
the. I couldn't tell you who he is off the top of my head. Yeah, no clue. Because the writer, inker,
So-
creator, all of it is Stephen Mooney.
Right. So when one guy writes it and does the art, I think I expect a little more because it's their whole entire vision coming through. I don't know. I just thought there could have been a little more done.
What you
Kinda
didn't
liked
know was this is actually a reprint. They're up to issue 3. Issue 4 will be coming out here shortly. I read this a couple months ago. I loved it. This is a really fun action adventure comic. But truthfully, the first one had the Irish guy with a bunch of dinosaurs or something like that
Right,
on
I
the
looked
cover,
at
not just a femme fatale.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wasn't like, I didn't go into thinking
I
that
would
was
love
just
to
it.
have that as like a poster.
That'd be a great poster. But yeah, it's action, adventure, it's Indiana Jones meets Jurassic Park kind of stuff. It's really,
Yeah.
really good. I enjoyed it. It's fun. It's action-packed. I think the world will like it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm a girl. It
Okay.
wasn't.
Hey, what else did you read?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hey, I'll let you
Oh,
cover that. I'm going to take a
Go.
break. I'm done with this now.
For serious? Okay, they're still gonna hear it. Buck Rogers.
Hey, what's your best Buck Rogers sci-fi screen?
I don't know. Okay. This is kind of cool. I liked the art. I liked the concept, but it left me needing a little more.
I thought it sucked. That was a giant pile of crap by a great creator.
We have clearly, yeah.
All right.
So the Wild Blue Yonder. That
Wild Blue
book you
Yonder.
know- Yeah. This
Also
was
by
like
IDW.
a crappy version of that.
A crappy version of IDW. The sad part is, I mean, again, you're new to comics. Howard Chaykin is, he's been around since the 70s.
The art's cool.
He is an amazing artist. He's a great writer. He's worked in television and film. He's passionate about these kind of characters. He's currently doing another book that came out this week called Satellite Sam, which I liked a lot. This is a period piece, though. This isn't just like Buck Rogers redone. This is
No.
going back to the original
He's-
1930s, 40s version of
Not
Buck Rogers.
Rumpelstiltskin. Who's the guy they say he's doing?
Rip Van Winkle.
Rip Van Winkle.
Little Rip Van Winkle going on.
Yeah,
He's up for,
they mentioned that like twice.
yeah.
Yeah, so the whole idea is that he has like been asleep for however many years, and then he comes
From
to
World War I, World War II to the 25th
his
century.
comrade or whatever is a female, which he is having
Wilma?
a really hard time with. Yeah, but I felt like she needed to be a stronger character.
Gotcha. Well, it's not called Wilma Deering. It's called Buck
I
Rogers.
know, but
Bob to his
there
friends,
needed to be a
Buck
little
to his
more
best friends.
something going on there.
I'm not going to lie to you. I barely got through this. I mean, and I like this stuff, and I like Buck Rogers, and I like the theme. When I've read about it, I was like, oh, this is going to be really good. Book just was dry as hell. It's boring. Just
That's
didn't
what
do
I'm
it
saying.
for
There
me.
needed to be a little something more.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, Howard.
Yeah, and
Hunger.
I read Hunger
Pepper
again.
Whistle.
Yeah.
Hunger
We
comes
made the
easily
joke
here.
last
Oh,
time
did you? I
about
wasn't
being
here.
hungry. You
All
were
right.
here.
Was I?
It wasn't last
I
time. It
thought
was the
that
time
was you,
before.
Mike.
It's a bi-weekly.
All right.
Yeah. It was better than the last one.
Was
I
it?
really didn't think I was going to read it again, but this time it's the Silver Surfer's in it instead of.
He has the power
He
cosmic.
comes with
Galactus.
Rick Jones, who's the Watcher.
Rick Jones!
Yeah. Remember I did that?
Yeah.
I'm Rick Jones.
Rick
Remember
Jones is
that?
great. Yeah, I do.
Remember? Okay.
I know I'm certain it's a bad memory, but yeah. Rick Jones. I love
So
Rick
this one is
Jones.
better. I might read it again.
Ooh. Just get it all through.
Might be sucking me in a little bit.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good.
But nothing I read this week was like, I didn't think anything was totally awesome.
I read Quantum and Woody number 2.
Okay.
I love Quantum and Woody. They are funny.
I've heard
Quantum
that.
and Woody are,
Your wife loves them too.
my wife does love Quantum and Woody. This is kind of your, this came out a while ago. This is the newest version. It's been redone. They're revamping it, recreating it. But the idea is it's a toned down, raunchy comedy comic book with lots of fart jokes and things like that and inappropriate things. And they say and do the crude, rude things that would get you into an R kind of theater. The whole thing is find what's politically correct and then do the opposite of it. And they do it constantly. Very funny. It's an action adventure, two brothers, brother and I don't know, Woody is not a stepchild. He's it's something. Either way.
Another planet?
They're not actually brothers,
He's
but
an
they
alien.
are. No, foster. He's
Oh, okay.
fostered.
Okay.
So, and I apologize that was such a big deal.
They're
It came
brothers
out this
still.
way, but it was a strange thing because he was in and out of homes for a long time, and so he finally kind of clicked with this home. So, but he could, just, they're brothers, and so they're trying to track down who murdered their dad. They have this strange abilities that just came, an experiment that father was working on, and very, very funny.
Okay.
Very funny. I love that book. Satellite Sam. Not that funny.
What is up with with these really attractive covers.
Howard Chaykin, the guy who did your Buck Rogers book, does all of the art in this book, and he is known for doing.
That's what I was expecting.
This is what Howard Chaykin is known for doing, is these more adult style kind of things. And this is the idea is it's kind of like Mad Men, the TV show, mixed with making a Buck Rogers TV show is what this is about. It's called the show is Satellite Sam, and it's about the people making it. So it's not actually an action fiction kind of sci-fi thing. It's a modern, well not modern, it's 1950s drama about making a television show. And all the cutthroat stuff. So it's very much like a A&E or Fox show, but no superheroes, tights, and capes.
Okay.
More little superheroes. Lords of Mars. All Edgar Rice Burroughs. You want to tell me?
She has pasties.
Tarzan and John Carter, and of course, you point out the chick with pasties. But regardless, it's a team up of Edgar Rice Burroughs' two most famous characters, John Carter, Warlord of Mars, and Lord Greystoke, Tarzan, coming together in one book. That was a lot of fun. Action-packed. Art's a little hit and miss all over the place. The story is a little simplistic. It's a little bit short. This is one of those things where I liked it, but I want there to be more.
Well, that's good.
Henchman is a self-published, super indie book by an old customer of mine named Mr. Raymond. And the idea is that a guy, very normal guy, completely whatever, is having a little bit of a problem. He's out of work. His wife just filed for divorce for the same day that he just found out he didn't have his job. He has a little bit of a breakdown. There's some problems.
Okay.
So he takes a wanted ad just to get a job. He needs to work or his life's falling apart. It turns out there's not much about the job. So he goes there, and it's a super criminal looking to hire his new henchman, and the super criminal is the head pin, and his whole shtick is this bowling shtick where he's like the lead pin, and all of his henchmen are dressed like...
Literally.
Yeah, like paper mache, bowling pins. That's the whole thing. So they're all idiots. Everybody's stupid and dumb, and so it turns out they go through all this crap just to find out that the supervillain's entire plan was supposedly to rob a bank and do all this crap, but it's really just to get into a fight with his arch nemesis, leaving all of the henchmen to get busted and thrown in jail. Well, this guy walks away from that while they're in the middle of the fight and leads the henchmen on something else, and that's what happens. So it's a one-shot, it's very low print, independent book. We have them at Comics Cube. Very funny, good little story, highly recommend it. Lady Rawhide, sexy female Zorro. You like Zorro and sexy females? That's it. Green Arrow.
She has
Daredevil. You should read some of those. All right, that was the world. A lot more comics came out, but that's what we got through.
Yeah.
Daredevil was pretty good. Lady Rawhide was mediocre. It really is nothing but, this is what, I don't know. It's for those who want to see female empowerment, I suppose maybe this is all about that. I really think it's more about strange guys that are a little afraid to buy Playboy. Not that there's anything like that in it, but it is nothing but. I mean, this chick is just so over the top with balloons on her chest. I mean, this chick's got globes that are easily the size of small third world countries somehow floating on top of her chest. So it's an action-packed little thing, but it really is just nothing but the silly vision of comic book artists putting together the ultimate redhead in a Zorro world. So completely unbelievable. Barbie doesn't have proportions like that.
Okay.
Hey, you got more?
Well,
That ends the world of comics. Rick Jones! See you when we see you. Pepper Whistle, Sean Hilton, Comics Cube, April Thatcher.